Hey guys. Oh, it's been a while. I look different. I've still got my beard though, although I've shaved it twice. And I've got a different hairstyle. I'm not sure what you think of it. What do you think of it? I like it, so stay in. 5 ways to tell that you are asexual. Now this is purely down to me as a demisexual myself. A straight demisexual at that. So realistically, take this with a pinch of salt. It's pretty much down to how you feel. I can't see my hands anymore. Yeah, I need to set this up properly. There we go. Okay, right, let's get going. The 5 easy ways that you can tell that you're asexual. Now, number 1 is probably you don't really find sex some appealing thing. So you don't, like, I really want to have sex. I was 18 when I lost my virginity. Didn't really bother me that I had, because I was rather waiting for someone that I wanted to lose it for, or with. It's just one of the things that either you're interested in sex or you're not. And if you're not, you're more likely to be asexual than not. Number 2 is you don't really find people sexually attractive. You find them attractive, but you don't really want to do anything with them sexually, at least. Now obviously if you're aromantic, it's probably the other way around, where you find it hard to gain emotional attraction or be emotional with someone or have an emotional connection with someone. I'm not 100% sure if that's the actual definition, because last time I did that was like 3 years ago. I haven't really looked into it since, so it might have changed. I don't know. So if I have wrote it wrong, put it down below in the comments. Sorry. Realistically, you just don't find people sexually attractive. You don't want to. You might find someone attractive, but you don't really have any sexual urges, desires, or a drive to have sex with that individual person or in general. Basically, you don't have a sex drive. You don't want to have sex with anything. That's a really obvious way, because that's what asexuality is. But people might not know what it is. Now another way is basically you want to find that one person and have sex with that one person for the rest of your life. That was what I was like between sort of the ages of 16 and 22. I had 2 girlfriends in that time. If you want to have sex with any other one person, like Marshall and Lily from How I Met Your Mother, that's a pretty obvious way to tell that you are somewhat asexual. Number 4, gone rattled through these really fast. Now this one can be a bit weird if you find it really easy to find an emotional connection with someone, but quite hard to feel like you want to have sex. For example, like me, I get quite nervous sharing a bed with a girl, but it could be anyone. You find it quite nervous and like a big deal in a relationship, sharing a bed with someone or cuddling with someone, right? Or falling asleep with someone. You find that such a big deal because in your mind it's going to lead to stuff and you're very worried about it. For me it was like that for a long time, and it still is, to be honest. I get quite nervous cuddling up with a girl is quite nervous for me, quite nerve-wracking. Especially if it's a new relationship. If it's an old one, it's a bit easier, because obviously you've done it a few times, but you find things like cuddling enough as well, but you get quite nervous when it gets to that sort of point, and when you're seeing your girlfriend or partner, you get quite nervous and sort of anxious about seeing them, whether you've been with them for a long time or not. I still do. I'm going to say just one of those things quite a lot, because it is just one of those things. And probably the last one is you realistically don't like watching TV that has sex in it, so any sort of adverts really another crap out of me, because they're really sexualized. Things like you don't particularly like going into shops with like models and shit, modelling clothes. You don't like modelling, you don't really enjoy, obviously modelling is a different thing, you like looking at models rather than actually doing models, because there isn't any sexual model. It's more of looking at models and you find it a bit overwhelming. That word is quite key here. Sexual stuff and content can be quite overwhelming, and that is a really good way. I don't like watching sex on TV. Like, sexual stuff on TV creeps me out. It weirds me out. It's like watching TikTokers dance. It cringes the fuck out of me and I don't want to watch it. No thanks, I'm good. Generally things like that just weird me out. It is a really good way of telling that you might be asexual, is if sexual stuff weirds you out or creeps you out or cringes you or makes you anxious. It's a really good way. The way our media works, I've done a video on it, is it's very sexualized to sell, because sex sells. Usually asexual people don't get involved with sex. That's it, thanks for watching. Hope you like my hair, and hopefully I'm going to be back more regularly. I'm sorry I've not really done a video during lockdown. I was at home, isolated with 3 other people in the house, and I get quite nervous talking to a camera. So I didn't want to do that interaction, and plus I wanted to work on getting a job and all that crap. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Remember to like, subscribe and share. See ya!